بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful.
وإذ استسقى موسى لقومه فقلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. وإذ استسقى موسى لقومه فقلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين.
And remember, Moses prayed for water for his people. We said, strike the rock with your staff. Then gushed forth therefrom 12 springs. Each group knew its own place for water. So eat and drink of the sustenance provided by Allah, and do no evil nor mischief on the face of the earth.
73. Here we have a reference to the tribal organization of the Jews, which played a great part in their 40 years' march through the Arabian deserts and their subsequent settlement in the land of Canaan, Josh, Zai, and Shev. The 12 tribes were derived from the sons of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, soldier of Allah, after he had wrestled, says Jewish tradition, with Allah. Genesis c. 28. Israel had 12 sons, Gen. XXXV 22-26, including Levi and Joseph. The descendants of these 12 sons were the children of Israel. Levi's family got the priesthood and the care of the tabernacle. They were exempted from military duties, for which the census was taken 47-53, and therefore from the distribution of land in Canaan, Josh, Shev 3. They were distributed among all the tribes, and were really a privileged caste and not numbered among the tribes. Moses and Aaron belonged to the house of Levi. On the other hand, Joseph, on account of the high position to which he rose in Egypt as the Pharaoh's minister, was the progenitor of 2 tribes, one in the name of each of his 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Thus there were 12 tribes in all, as Levi was cut out and Joseph represented 2 tribes. Their having fixed stations and watering places in camp and fixed territorial areas later in the Promised Land prevented confusion and mutual jealousies, and is pointed to as an evidence of the providence of Allah acting through his prophet Moses. Cf. Also v. 160. The gushing of 12 springs from a rock evidently refers to a local tradition well known to Jews and Arabs in Al-Mustafa's time. Near Horeb, close to Mount Sinai, where the law was given to Moses, is a huge mass of red granite, 12 feet high and about 50 feet in circumference, where European travelers, for example, Breidenbach in the 15th century after Christ saw abundant springs of water. 12 in number. See Sales notes on this passage. It existed in Al-Mustafa's time and may still exist to the present day, for anything we know to the contrary. The Jewish tradition would be based on Exod v. 6. Thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it that the people may drink. The story is used as a parable, as is clear from the latter part of the verse. In the desolation and among the rocks of this life people grumble, but they will not be left starving or thirsty of spiritual life. Allah's messenger can provide abundant spiritual sustenance even from such unpromising things as the hard rocks of life. And all the nations can be grouped round it, each different, yet each in perfect order and discipline. We are to use with gratitude all spiritual food and drink provided by Allah, and He sometimes provides from unexpected places. We must restrain ourselves from mischief, pride, and every kind of evil, for our higher life is based on our probation on this very earth.